Hola, bienvenido a mi canal. Hoy día vamos a hablar del anime de Boruto. Si a ti te encanta tu video de Boruto y anime, dame un dedo. Este dedo, ok, mijo, ya tú sabes. ¡Huepa! I must go, must leave this house. I must go, the time is now. I must go, it's time to get out. Okay, people, so over the weekend, I was over on Twitter and I was checking out what the hubbub is about Boruto's anime. The latest arc started, I want to say about a month or so ago now at this point, the whole Kawaki Himawari Academy arc. And I'm not even gonna lie, for a little bit now, I've been interested, like, okay, you know, it's a new arc, I haven't been watching Boruto for a while, maybe this will be the perfect time to hop in and see what's going on, see if it's yay or nay. And I was like, well, the new episode just came out, let me check out what's going on the timeline. And I'm not even gonna lie, it was absolute hellfire and brim. It was just really people going in, but in particular, the one complaint that I was seeing very frequent was that Kawaki was out of character. Kawaki was not pretty much the character that we know and love from the manga or even the episodes that have passed in the anime. People were heavily complaining about it, and I was like, okay, boom, I'm gonna check it out for myself. You know, instead of going along with the sheep in the herd and saying, yeah man, these things are trash, let me actually go and check out the anime. So I watched the latest 5 episodes from the beginning of the Academy arc of Himawari and Kawaki up until the latest one, somewhere in like the 260s or something like that. I was like, I'm gonna give it a fair shake. I legitimately started up the anime like, yo, I'm gonna try and really enjoy this. I'm gonna go into it with a different mindset. I understand that it's not going to be the manga. I understand it's not going to be the most relevant to the grand scheme of things, but damn it, I kind of miss this cast, you know what I'm saying? I kind of miss seeing what's going on in the anime verse of the Naruto Boruto verse. So I was like, boom, started it up, and boy, oh boy. I guess I want to start off with the positives because, you know, there was again a whole shitstorm over there on Twitter, in particular regarding Kawaki's character and how he's so off and what is happening here. So I want to address that first, and then I'll go on to just the state of the Boruto anime and how it is right now. And to give you kind of the setup and synopsis of what the heck this arc is even about, essentially, Himawari just started at the academy, you know, the ninja academy, pretty much basically confirming she is going to be a ninja. I was happy about that. I was like, okay, because it was back and forth on whether or not she would be, if that would be her choice to actually go into it. And little by little, I'm noticing, oh, okay, they're actually really pushing it forward. She's going to the ninja academy, and considering her abilities that we've seen her to be shown throughout like the Boruto anime, every time, you know, she would get mad and her Byakugan would activate, it really always gave me high hopes for this character. So I was very excited, like, okay, we're starting the academy. And then on top of that, you add in Kawaki, because I will tell you right now, the best thing about the Boruto anime right now over the last month and some change is the relationship between Kawaki and Himawari, this older brother little sister dynamic. But the little sister ain't like completely ignorant, because also another positive thing is we've actually gotten to see that Himawari has matured a little bit. Granted, she's still a kid or whatnot, but she's not as ignorant and as childlike as she used to be. And that's something that these episodes have demonstrated, that she's pretty witty, and honestly, she's even got the chops in other aspects outside of that freakishly powerful, you know, burst of energy that she be having or whatnot. She's actually pretty crafty, because Kawaki is essentially assigned on a mission, and it leads him to going into Himawari's classroom. Basically, there's like a princess, and I believe her name is Kai, if I'm not mistaken, and essentially he's going in there because there's assassins that are going to be going after her. So they sent Kawaki on this mission to guard her and watch her while she's here. She's a foreign exchange student from another place, so they kind of have Kawaki basically keeping an eye, being like, so to speak, a bodyguard, but on the sneak tip. And it was really dope to see that it was fairly quickly into the process that Himawari caught on to what Kawaki's mission was. She eventually went and snooped around and was listening in and found out that, oh, Kawaki's actually on a mission, because he was actually acting out of character. He was actually acting a little weird in the the first episode alone, it was pointed out multiple times by Himawari, dog, why are you acting this way? You're kind of acting like a goofball, which automatically already, in my opinion, puts a pin on the discussion on Kawaki's character and why is he so different. Because for starters, you're taking somebody, right, a very serious person like Kawaki, very serious, we know the trauma that he's been through and all that, but then you're putting him on this mission, personally sent from the man that he admires the most, the 7th Hokage Naruto sent him there personally, so he's going around these little kids and whatnot. Yeah, he's probably going to look a little out of character because you're taking a character that has been written to be in certain dramatic and big climactic settings, and you're putting him in a classroom with little kids. So between the fact that it's mentioned in the first episode of this arc alone that, yo, Kawaki's acting a little strange, but also the circumstances, yeah, you're gonna see him in a different light. It's not necessarily that he's acting wacky and he's like, I don't know, putting on a clown nose and dancing or stuff like that, even though, I ain't gonna lie, that would be absolutely hilarious to see. But it's not that he's out of character per se, simply because they don't know what they're doing, they're changing it up. In fact, I've seen, I want to say it was one of the directors or one of the animators on the Boruto anime that has confirmed, yeah, Kawaki's a little bit different right now. We're writing him a little bit different simply because, again, he is surrounded by children and he's on a mission, and this was a personal request from the person that he is always going to respect, the 7th Hokage, Naruto. He's not going to go into this classroom and be a brute and just, you know, a straight up asshole with little children when he wants to impress Naruto. So throughout the episodes, you see him occasionally, it looks a little wacky, and there's comedic moments of them swinging him around. Like, I believe it was a couple of kids that he was on a mission with, and he kind of did poorly because he was really distracted on focusing in on watching the princess, and like they swung him around and whatnot for comedic purposes. It was basically the equivalent to when Sakura would get mad and beat the living dog turds out of Naruto. That was pretty much the extent of what was going on in terms of Kawaki being out of character. But I personally say that I think it fits very well. I think Kawaki is okay considering the circumstances. I don't think that is making a mockery of him by any means, because it's comedic. In fact, something that I've seen on Twitter and I 100% agree with is that, dog, if you want to say that Kawaki is terrible and it ruined Kawaki's character, because that's the big thing that they're saying, Kawaki's character is forever ruined moving forward, dog, if you say that and you're a fan of Sasuke at any given point in the Naruto story, then you're a hypocrite, because I could show you countless times in the anime only episodes, fillers, whatever you want to call it, where Sasuke was doing very similar weird shit. I mean, for crying out loud, there was another point where him and Naruto locked lips and he was smacked into a waterfall and shit like that. Like, there was plenty times where somebody that was basically the originator of the Kawaki character, Sasuke, he was out of character several times in these anime only or filler episodes of Naruto. So I feel like that's a weak argument to use, considering, hey, if you're going by the entire Naruto anime is all canonical to itself, then you gotta look at it like that as well. And that means that Sasuke has been ridiculously out of character throughout the entire series. No, it's pretty much that the circumstances that led these really serious characters into these awkward, strange, or just different circumstances make you look at the characters in a different light. It's very similar, like you could see some damn gangster, you know what I'm saying? A gangster with their children, when they're at the children's school for like open house or some shit like that. You think they're gonna be toting their gun and talking about, yo, what's good, cuz, what's poppin', blood? Like, no, they're gonna probably put that away if they have a little bit of common sense and say, yeah, I probably should actually not be gangbanging when I'm with children. So you're gonna see a difference with somebody like Kawaki when he's on a mission and when he's around a bunch of kids. But now, because I gave you guys, you know, basically the defense in terms of Kawaki's character, but this arc of the Boruto anime, part 2 of Academy, except now it's Himawari, I'm gonna just give it to you guys flat, raw, and uncut. This arc, the 5 episodes I've seen thus far, freaking sucks. Like, no cap, I'm not doing this for any other reason than just straight up to tell you my honest experience that I had yesterday watching these 5 episodes of the Boruto anime. It was freaking bad. I ain't gonna lie. Like, there was a time, because remember, Boruto started off with, even though we saw the Boruto Naruto the movie stuff, it went back to Boruto, Sarada, and them in the Academy. But I will say 1000% that those Academy episodes are a billion times, a trillion times better than the Academy anime filler, anime original, whatever you calling them at this point, episodes that this arc is right now. Like, this is bad. I ain't even gonna cap. I'm just straight up saying up and down, this is bad, and I wanted so freaking badly to just have, hey, every Sunday at least I got Boruto anime, for better or worse, even if it's, you know, slice of life stuff. I love slice of life stuff. I mean, I talked about it if you watch my One Punch Man video, where I really appreciate when they're just dicking around in Saitama's apartment and joking around and stuff like that. I am really, really good with slice of life. Oftentimes I prefer it than just always having battles and all of this other stuff. So anybody that want to say, oh, you just want fights, no, you're wrong. You're wrong. I just say it to you guys. I felt like I was being tortured watching these episodes. I was like, I'm gonna like this. I was fighting through, I'm gonna like this. I wanna like this. I even went in with the mentality, again, if I understand this isn't gonna be the Boruto anime that I really love, like what we got with 2021, but it was no dice, dog. Like, one of the episodes is that there's a tea party and there's mustard in the cake. Another one is like, ooh, haunted house. And I mean, I appreciated some aspect to it, maybe in retrospect, but the teacher, that she's just worthless. She couldn't take down a bear, but Kawaki was able to knock that bear down. And just the one episode where she's like doubting herself as a teacher, it's just, oh my god. Like, looking at the Boruto anime year for year and what it brought to the table, starting off with 2017, the academy days, you know, taking it all the way back to the beginning when they first started. I would say 2017 anime of Boruto, for the most part, especially like the Sumide mystery and all of that jazz, I actually digged it to a certain degree. It wasn't that bad. A lot of people gave it hate or whatever because they just wanted straight up to go into like big action pieces, but 2017 Boruto anime was okay. 2018 Boruto anime, when we went to the Hidden Blood Village and all that stuff, wasn't that bad either. I would say easily those 2 years of Boruto anime are within, at the very least, the 6 to 7.5 out of 10 range. Like, they were decent. There were some shit episodes too, but for the most part, it wasn't too terribly bad. 2019's Boruto anime, for the majority of it, was hell. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, there was some good to it, and I will still stand that in comparison to this arc, it was god tier with like the Mitsuki retrieval and all of that jazz. Like, there was some good to it, but for the most part, the Boruto anime 2019, it was just terrible. The only thing that I even really remember with any type of fondness of the 2019 anime is the stuff that people really freaking hated, and that's the whole Jiraiya, you know, flashback time travel boyhood arc or whatever. I actually really dug it for the most part. I get the writing was very, very off, but considering that it really just felt like serving original Naruto fans, I absolutely love that arc, and I don't really care. See, I can be honest, like, if something, yeah, that arc was not good written, it was a lot of things that was off, but I absolutely adored just going back in time and, you know, Boruto's interactions with his father, understanding what his father went through as a child, with having Kurama in him, all of that jazz. It was alright, that arc. I really enjoyed it. It was badly written, poorly written, but it was very entertaining. But still, 2019 Boruto anime was the worst year we had. 2020, the anime really started to heat up. We got into that Kara activation. Deepa was awesome, the best anime original villain in the entire show. It was like, okay, well, we're getting there. And then 2021, Boruto anime went from 0 to 100 real quick. I mean, it was just peak. Like, I said it when I read the manga, and I'll even say it while I was watching the anime as well, that I really almost felt like I was watching OG Naruto or Naruto Shippuden again with 2021's Boruto anime and 2020's Boruto manga. Like, that content was just so freaking good. It was just so entertaining. It was so, with the mysteries and everything, I absolutely loved all the material that the Boruto anime brought with 2021. Fast forward to 2022, and this is probably a worse year, in my opinion, for the Boruto anime than even 2019. I'm gonna throw the, not even argument, I'm gonna just say straight up, I feel this is the worst year the Boruto anime has ever freaking had. I mean, this arc, this Himawari Academy arc, I had very low expectations, extremely low, and those couldn't even be met. Like, straight up, it feels like the writing is tailored towards, like, I don't even know, like grade schoolers, like 8-year-olds or 5-year-olds, and even then, I couldn't imagine myself being like a little ass kid and even wanting to watch this. Like, there's nothing appealing about it. The art is damn near, like, really just simplistic to bad. It's like, what the hell is going on? I thought the way they were doing this thing was that, hey, we started off, they're in the academy, they're kids, and also with the audience can grow with it. Like, okay, if you were 12 years old when you started watching the Boruto anime in 2017, now fast forward, you're getting closer to, you know, adulthood or whatnot. I thought it would have been immediately like, okay, natural progression, boom, we should be at the time skip right now, the characters is older, so that way the audience can grow with Boruto. This feels like with this arc a huge step back, and it's almost as if they're trying and they're fishing for another new audience to jump into Boruto of really little kids. And what? And I know there's gonna be some people that are gonna tell me the same tired excuse of the Boruto anime is weekly and the Boruto manga is monthly. What do you expect? They can't do any more manga content. And not once throughout this video did I say, man, this shit is trash because it's not from the manga. No, I completely understand that they're in a hell of a pickle, so to speak, but for the love of God, make some interesting shit, okay? I don't care if you're gonna do another boyhood time travel arc, this time to the 4th grade Shinobi War or to Madara's past when he was a child, whatever it is, to get things cooking again, or dare I say it, make something like the Deepa filler. The Deepa anime original stuff was amazing. I really enjoyed it. Deepa was kind of like a Hisoka, Hunter x Hunter-esque type of character. He was catching, well, he wasn't, what, did he catch bodies? He was knocking motherfuckers out. He was doing the damn thing. Go do something like that and way less of what the heck they're doing, because it feels like it's counterproductive to what's happening with, you know, the whole growing with the show. The audience, like, I don't know if maybe recently a lot of the audience abandoned the Boruto anime after like 2021's peak, and then they went to 2022 and they were like, yeah, I can't get jiggy with this shit no more. Something there, because while it's a cool little cute idea and I really enjoy seeing the two of them together, their interactions is like the best part. Himawari kind of bro-fisting Kawaki, seeing Kawaki wanting to protect her, all of those good things. I really appreciate their interactions, but this arc sucks. It is like, wow, I feel like I'm trying to get jiggy with watching a freaking toddler show, and even then, I don't think a toddler would rock with this. But yeah, I had to give you guys my honest thoughts. If anybody feels a certain way about this, it is what it is. I gave you a well-rounded perspective on this, that while there is some positives to this, I also think that this is going to benefit the Boruto series down the road. And I know you're probably thinking, wait, how is this trash arc gonna benefit? Because seeing Kawaki bonding more in the Leaf and seeing him spending more time with all of these people is gonna kind of make it even more tragic when whatever happens to kind of make him go into that path of being an adversary, of being, you know, an opponent, an antagonist. It's gonna be heartbreaking to see, like, man, remember when he was going through this, that, and the third. So I get that aspect, but maybe these episodes should have been interesting. Like, I don't know, the whole thing, I think next week we're supposed to get Himawari kidnapped or something. Maybe we could have had a whole arc of that, like 2 episodes in it goes into that, or I don't know. It's just, this arc is bad and I stand by that wholeheartedly. Am I saying the Boruto anime is bad? No. Am I saying that the Boruto anime ain't gonna be fire and I'm gonna be screaming, oh my god, this is crazy down the road? No, it's probably going to go that route, but as it stands right now with the Boruto anime, it's doo-doo bread. But let me know what you guys think. Love it, hate it, your thoughts on Kawaki's character. Does he feel too out of character? Again, I completely explained that no, his character is exactly how it should be considering the circumstances. Also, again, OG Naruto had Sasuke looking like a clown and you still accepted it, right? So there's no reason why you should be hating and saying Kawaki's character is forever ruined, but it's just the episodes themselves. Like, Studio Pierrot, who is writing this? I want to talk to this man right now. Get him on my phone. Hi, Studio Pierrot. Yeah, can I speak to the head writer of Boruto, please? Okay, thank you. Hi, yeah, are you the head writer of the Boruto anime? Yeah, I just wanted to let you know you're fucking it up! Have an awesome day, subscribe and hit that bell.
I have a dream, alone in my room as I sit with the tea. Couldn't possibly think what I often see, and you don't even know how I often blink. Lights be flashing and looking at me, such an odd unique, yet I'm so unique and you're looking at me. If the walls could talk, they would probably read bleak, and I'd probably say, bitch, get the fuck off me.